I'm here, speaker. I'm here, speaker. Present, speaker. I'm here, speaker.
Present speaker.
I am present, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you, Speaker. Good afternoon. I'm present.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm present.
I'm present. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, firstly, I need to welcome and warm welcome to our Premier after her ailment, and she's back with us. Thank God for that. The same expression to our former MEC Health, Memon Singh. She's here back with us, and thank God for protecting their lives. I wish to pay tribute to Brenda Pinar Edwin Mulife, who died on the 3rd of November. Morena Pinar was one of the senior traditional leaders of Dinkwing Traditional Council, ya Batlokwa ba Mota. He was the chairperson of the Traditional Culture and Custom Committee of the Free State Provincial House of Traditional Leaders. He held a position in the case of this legislature is referred to as the Chief Whip. He was a member of the Cross-Border Crime Prevention Forum, participating in efforts that combat crime or cross-border crime, affecting stock theft and all other manner of crimes. He spearheaded initiation schools throughout the province. He participated for us to ensure reduction and to a certain extent elimination of deaths in the initiation school. So we pay tribute to this gallant hero of our people, Ndate Morena Pinar Edwin Mulefe. He will be buried soon, and we would send our dignified send off of the Ndate Morena Pinar. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Speaker, and good afternoon to the honorable members. One, last week on the 30th, we launched, together with National, the festive season launch to ensure that our people are moving freely in the province and wherever they are. This means that there will be an increased visibility of police in all areas where we do have challenges on. I need also to indicate, Honorable Speaker, that there are a few tips that we are talking to. As honorable members, please avoid, and the public at large, avoid traveling alone during the night in your car. And then secondly, when sometime you leave your house, your property, ensure that you talk to your neighbor so that they can be watching what is happening in your yard. Two, Speaker, we are fast moving towards the festive season, and we want to request all motorists, all drivers in the province to please observe the rules of the road. Thirdly, Speaker, we are requesting that all members to desist from committing corrupt activities, because once that is done, the law will take its course. I just want to make these appeals because this is indeed one of those periods that members would want freely to interact with their families, and some in the process happen to commit corrupt and do criminal issues. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I just want to congratulate our netball team. We had a successful 3 weeks Telkom tournament that was held in Free State in Bloemfontein, whereby our Craniums, which is netball, that's how they call themselves, they became the top 2 in the tournament. And again, I just want to congratulate, remember there's idols right now. I just want to congratulate one of our own who is Bongi. She's now in the top 8 of idols. I just want to say to the house at large, let us vote for one of our own. She's a Free Stater from Velcom. And again, because there's also gospel awards that is coming, let us vote for Teboho Moloi. One of our own will be coming from Free State. He needs our support. So those are my statements in support of those who are now in the awards and the tournaments. Thank you so much, Speaker.
Speaker, it's not DG, it's me. Speaker, it's not DG, it's the Premier. Yes, just for a few minutes. Thank you. Sorry for that, Speaker. I'm using DG's Gazette. Speaker, on behalf of the Free State Provincial Government, let me take the opportunity to wish our matriculants all the best for their examinations. Good luck. And just to say to them, we trust that they are indeed going to make us proud. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Order, Speaker. MEC Mahasa. Order. Speaker, if I remember correctly, we said the only language that we are going to use, because we are in hybrid, we are only going to use English. Like last time, Honorable Nanyane wanted to speak Sotho, and then we said because it's hybrid or it's virtual, we cannot use other languages. So I'm just saying, Honorable Smith mustn't use Afrikaans. Let us stick to the English language. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Speaker. One, I'm very grateful in the sitting of today. I think honorable members have appreciated the work done by the ANC government in ensuring that network companies are operating in this country. And that's why we are able to communicate and talk to one another during the difficult moment of COVID-19. The ANC has been able to engage their structures as early as when the lockdown was actually implemented in this country. So it was not started last week, as some honorable members have indicated. Two, is that I can confirm during the launch, 13 vehicles, high-speed vehicles, were then released to the Free State. And we are still engaging for more allocation of vehicles, in particular to focusing on the farming community. We are dealing with that particular matter. Three, is that it is important, members, honorable members, to appreciate. I take note about the road of the Herzogswil, and I know the condition, but equally, it's important to acknowledge the work that has happened between Hoopstad and Belfontein, perfect road. Three, is that you look at the road between Venter and Senegal, good road, under construction. Winback to Marquardt, under construction. Let's acknowledge good work that has been done, and of course, all the time, look at the challenges that are there. That road that the honorable member is referring to will be considered and respond to that. Thank you very much, Speaker.
No, thank you. Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I will have to blame you for not holding workshops for Honorable Member Nanyani, for not able to differentiate between a question session and making statements. Or is it her, Speaker, who is difficult to grasp the difference? Secondly, Speaker, is that the member must be helped to learn governance in terms of knowing who does what when. The issue of the 350 payments, social relief, does not have a concurrent mandate in the province. It is done by SASSA on behalf of the National Department of Social Development. On long queues, Speaker, it is a challenge that faces all of us as communities of the Free State, not only the Department of Social Development, but we continue to educate and encourage our social grant recipients, elder people, people with disability, and all of them that are receiving grants to register, to apply and register for their grants to be paid through the banks and approved credible service providers in order to avoid the queues. This program, Speaker, also needs young people to help the grandparents to trust using the banks and the service providers. We have started a program with young people where young people are teaching the elder people to use cell phones so that they can be able to also do cell phone banking. We hope that it will reduce the lines. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
None.
None.
No, I'm on virtual meeting here. Here, Speaker, but the deputy continue. I'm on hybrid, my leader. It's Honorable Chair of Chairs. I'm saying I was just correcting that in the absence of the Chair of Chairs. I'm present virtually, but the Deputy Speaker can assist. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me just sort out my Speaker's orders paper. Good afternoon, honorable members. We have dealt with the reports from the Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Committee of the Legislature. Now that the report has been adopted, we will then move to motions. The Secretary shall read the motion. Honorable Deputy Speaker. Is there any discussion, honorable members?
None.
Any objection?
None.
The honorable member can now address the House on the voting mandate. I've noted your hand, Honorable Klein Hans. On which point are you rising on?
Chair, when the Speaker has finished proposing, then I would like to make an objection.
Okay, I will afford you that opportunity.
Thank you.
Can we then allow her to address the House? What does the Honorable Deputy Speaker propose? Okay, you may read your mandate briefly then. All right, you have already moved ahead of your time. I was about to ask you the same question, that what are you then proposing, Madam Deputy Speaker? Any discussion, honorable members?
Yes, Chairperson, I have a discussion.
Okay, let's grant Honorable Klein Hans an audience. The floor is yours, honorable member.
Thank you very much, Chair of Chairs. The Democratic Alliance does not support the Traditional Courts Bill as presented to the Portfolio Committee. And here I just want to say that I do not have a problem with the processes that were followed by the Portfolio Committee. The correct processes were followed. However, despite the discussions in the Select Committee of the NCOP on the 21st of October and the proposed Select Committee amendments to the bill, we believe that the bill is unconstitutional for the following reasons. The bill provides no legal protection against discrimination. There is no specific codified legal protection for any person against being discriminated against on the grounds of race, gender, sexual orientation, or religion, neither in the composition of the court nor in the rulings of the court. Legal representation is not allowed in these courts and this, we believe, is a direct contravention of the right of a person to a fair trial and to the administration of justice. And also, no person may opt out of this traditional court system. Chair of Chairs, the Magistrates Court alternative is costly and could further frustrate the aggrieved party who never wanted to be part of the system in the first place. We believe that Clause 12 is in contravention
Chair,
of
point
Clause
of
4,
order of clarity.
which states.
Honorable Clearance, can you pause for a moment? There is a point of order raised by Honorable Kabati. Honorable Kabati, may you raise your point of order?
Chairperson, you will rule whether it's a point of order or a point of clarity, but I hear Honorable Member Plain Hans speaking about the reports of the Select Committee, which is at national level. I just wanted to hear that as she is reading to us the report of the Select Committee, did the DA engage on those matters in a portfolio committee here in the Free State before this report could come here?
Okay, your point of order, actually it's not a point of order. You are engaging what is being presented by Honorable Clean Hands. I know it's the moment for discussions, but it's not a point of order. You merely seek clarity whether did the DA participate in that particular process. Honorable Clean Hands, you may now conclude.
Thank you.
Chair,
Thank you, Chair.
it's a mixture of both, because should they have not raised those matters which are of a national nature discussed at that national level, if they did not engage them in a portfolio committee,
Honorable Kabati.
then it
Honorable
becomes
Kabati.
only a point of order on the DA chair.
Honorable Kabati, you are now not orderly, because you are imposing yourself. I haven't granted you an opportunity to make a follow-up on the issue that you are raising. Honorable Nganyis, I've noted you, and Honorable...
Chair.
Yes, I've noted. Just a minute, honorable members. Now that there is an honorable member who's on the platform, I need to check, because people that I could afford a chance to speak while she's on the platform are those who will be raising points of orders. Now, let me start with Honorable Nganyisa. On which point of order are you rising on? Honorable Nganyisa, are you there? Maybe I took it that it's your voice, but now let me check with Honorable Saram Leleki on which point of... Okay, I'll come to you, Chief Whip. Honorable Mleleki, on which point of order are you rising on? Okay, I will note that if a member wants to raise a point of order, can he do so using the mic? I'll recognize him or her. Honorable Chief Whip, what is your point of order? Okay, it is not sustained, Honorable Member, unfortunately, because procedurally, even according to our order paper, you will see that we have created an opportunity for discussions to unfold at this level because the spheres that you are referring to, which are committees, are not superseding this particular gathering, which is the highest decision-making body in the legislature. So whether discussions have been raised or not raised at that particular consultative process, members are still at liberty to engage at this level. Hence, we have this item for discussion. Honorable Cleanance, can you then conclude?
Thank you very much, Chair of Chairs. Just to address the concerns of the other members, the 3 members of the Democratic Alliance were actually involved in various aspects of deliberations on the bill, and most of our inputs are also included in the committee report. However, that cannot deny me the opportunity now to make my declaration, as I said. Okay, clause 12, we believe to be in contravention of clause 3.
Or you are left with a minute. I'm saying you are left with a minute. Can you then summarize and work towards conclusion? Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. The Democratic Alliance opposes this bill, which identifies a separate class of citizen who must be subjected to this court to defend themselves with no legal representation, no protection against
Honorable Leona Cleanance, my apologies. There is a point of order that is being raised. Can you just pause for a moment? I will be considerate to the time that is remaining for you. Can the honorable member identify himself? Who has raised the point of order? All right. The floor is yours, Honorable Van Vuuren. All right, your concern is noted. It is the responsibility of the presiding officer to ensure that deliberations unfold effectively within a reasonable time. So we can't discuss endlessly. We can't discuss perpetually. So hence, I will be allocating time for members because we can't discuss forever. Now, point of order on what, Honorable Van Vuuren?
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order, Chairperson.
That point. Honorable Van Vuuren, that point of order of yours is not sustained. You will not dictate to the presiding officer as to what he should have said or not say. And you can't change the fact that we can never, at any given time, discuss a matter forever. There will always be somebody and bestowed upon a responsibility to allocate time and ensure that proceedings unfold in a logical sense. So, Honorable Kabati, I know that you are rising on a point of order.
You have covered me, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Cleanance, you may proceed.
Thank you, Chair.
That's why, just a minute, Honorable Mesara, I said, ke itse ka Sesotho, bua maikeng, ke kgona ho utlwa, ha ebe o batla ho bua. Ha wa kopa ho bua Mesara, ke ntse ke o mametse. All right. Bua, just a minute, Honorable Khakau. Mesara, o tseba hantle hore ha o batla ho rise on a matter, o bua jwang on a mic. And I could have heard you if you no rise it either on a point of order or any other point. So if you sa rise on any of those matters, there's no way I can hear you. Even if I could be in the house, I won't have a capacity to look at the lips of anyone there. We all rely on the mic. So on which point are you rising on? I'm starting with Honorable Muleleki first. You will follow Honorable Khakau. Okay. Okay, I've captured what you are raising, Honorable Mleleki, and I repeat again, Honorable Member has a right when we engage on an item for discussion. She has a right to fully participate and express either her views or that of her party. It doesn't suppress her participation merely because she was part of a committee of the legislature. So I think I've clarified this matter. Can we not retrogress? Because now we are consuming unnecessary time. Now, Honorable Khakau, on which point are you rising on?
That's not true.
If that was a point of order, then it is not sustained because the chairperson has a responsibility to make all efforts in ensuring that a member will be able to understand any aspect of the proceedings. So if I have only spoken a vernacular of Honorable Mleleki only, without later on interpreting that into a language that might be shared by many, then I could have faltered. But for the fact that I've explained this in English, and I had to also meet her halfway to further clarify what she did not understand. I don't see anything wrong with that. But be that as it may, can Honorable Kleinhans proceed? As you are wrapping up, Honorable Member.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I'm almost finished. The Democratic Alliance opposes this bill, which identifies a separate class of citizen who must be subjected to the court to defend themselves, with no legal representation, no protection against discriminatory practices or rulings, and no option to refuse to participate. We believe that this bill would prove to be unconstitutional on these grounds. The DA is fully committed to the Constitution of our country in its totality and are very much in favour of adopting a bill that will regulate traditional courts. We will not, however, support a bill that will simultaneously erode and threaten the rights of women and the rights of those who do not want to live according to traditional customs. The Democratic Alliance does not support the bill. If this can please be recorded. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable members, is there any objection other than what has already been expressed by Honorable Kleinhans? Any objection?
None. No objections.
All right, approved. Now we will then proceed to the questions for oral reply, honorable members. The secretary shall now read question 1. Thank you very much, that much Advocate Machaga. Can the secretary then read question 7? Or question 5? Can you reiterate once again which questions are still pending? Thank you, Secretary. Honorable Kleinhans, your hand is still up. I will now afford the MEC for Agriculture and Rural Development, Honorable Kwekwe William Bulwani, to respond to question 5. Thank you, Honorable MEC Bulwana. We take note of what you are raising with the belief that in the next sitting, there will be progress. You will be able to respond on that particular question. But let me afford Honorable Jankelson. Is there any follow-up that you want to make on the basis of the response, Honorable Dr. Jankelson? Thank you very much for being progressive in anticipating the implications, or rather the interlinked relations between the two questions, being question 5 and 17. And we appreciate that effort. Now, what I would suggest, because we have a committee for government assurance, which is a committee that will be responsible in ensuring that it makes a follow-up on all the commitments that are made by the executive with well-informed information. Because for one to just conclude sitting here that a question could be ready as early as next week, it will be baseless and immaterial. So I would appeal to honorable member that let me give the committee for assurance a mandate, maybe for this coming 7 days, to interact with the department so that we could check the depth of that particular responsibility and the possibility of the response. And then that could also be communicated to the whippery through the chief whip of the legislature. It could also be communicated to your party, so that you know when to expect the answer with clear certainty. For now, I will be speaking without proper reasoning. I'm just appealing, Honorable Jankelson, I hope you will bear with me on this one. We also have the leader of government business, which the legislature works very closely with, and also ascertaining that there will be proper communication between ourselves and the executive. For now, let's give that committee of the House that particular responsibility. I hope, honorable member, we can meet each other halfway on this one. Honorable Jankelson. Thank you very much, Dr. Jankelson. We do note and acknowledge the issues that you are raising. Yes, the quality of the content of the responses is very much imperative to the legislature as a whole. We will also give the Committee on Governance Assurance that responsibility to go through those responses where there is some annexures that are necessary. A follow-up needs to be made even prior the sitting. By the time we convene the sitting, we should be quite convinced that we've received all the responses and the supporting documents that is necessary. Honorable members, now that all the questions have been responded to, let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for your commitment, deliberations in ensuring that the legislature continues to be an activist legislature that champions democracy. This, honorable members, then brings us to the end of the business of the House today. The House shall now adjourn until Friday, the 13th November 2020. The House is officially adjourned. Thank you very much, honorable members.
Thank you, Chair of Chairs.
Thank you, Honorable Mahasa.
Thank you, Chair of Chairs.
Thank you,
Thank you, Chair of Chairs.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Party. Honorable Nanyani also.
Thank you, Chair of Chairs.
Thank you. Awona muhlangatsi wangu ukakata umetapilwa.